Hello friends, myself Vikas Shakya. I welcome you all on my channel Varteta Learning Platform. So today we are going to discuss about dictionaries in Python. So as you all know that we are discussing for few days about the Python language, and in last video we discussed about the set, and today we are going to discuss about the dictionaries. Okay, so let's have a look at some of the points related to the dictionaries, and then we will see some code. Okay, so let's see what are the dictionaries and what we do with them. Just like list, just like your tuples, just like your sets, we used to store the data. We used to store some values in them, right? Similarly, in case of dictionaries as well, we used to store some data. And the difference is that in case of dictionaries, we are storing the data in key value pair format. Like if I say that a particular student has a particular roll number, right? So there can be number of students with the same name, but one of the students could have only a single roll number, right? It cannot have duplicate roll numbers. Roll numbers cannot be duplicated. They will be unique, right? So if I say my roll number is the key and the student name is the value, then if I somehow store this somewhere in our program, then that would be the dictionary, right? That mechanism provided by the language Python is a dictionary where you store the unique keys, and the associated value or values with that key is a dictionary, right? So how you initialize the dictionary? You initialize the dictionary by using open and curly brackets, open and close curly brackets. And in last video as well, I told you that if you initialize any set using this open and curly braces, then it will not be a set. It will by default be a dictionary, right? So in case of set, if you have to initialize any set, then in that case you have to call the set function, right? You cannot use this open and close curly brackets, because when you represent a set, then also you use this open and close curly bracket, right? But in case of Python, when you initialize it, then you need to remember that only dictionaries can be initialized using the open and close curly brackets without any values stored in them, right? So key values in a single dictionary could be of same different types. What does this mean? It means that you can store in a single dictionary key and values of different types. Like key could be of integer type, and the second key could be of string type. We will see that in example, right? And apart from that, if you want to store a list of values against a key in a dictionary, that is also possible. So you can see in the examples, like the first example, you can see that the first key is name and the value is Vikas. The second key is the age and the value is 32, right? So in case of first key value pair, you can see that it's both string, name and Vikas both are strings. But in case of second key value pair, you can see that it's name and it's a string and an integer, right? But in second example, you can see that there is a key. The name of the key is name, and the value stored against the name is a list of values, right? So the name contains two values, Vikas and Suresh, and that's again a list, right? So uh, you can add the list as a value against a key in the dictionary, and the same thing is true for tuples, and the same thing is true for the sets, right? So let's see all these things happening on our command prompt. Okay, so I just opened this, and I have just increased the font of this cell so that the things are visible to you. Okay, so let's start. So how to initialize a dictionary? Let's say dict1 is equal to this. Now dictionary has been initialized, right? If I try to print this dictionary, then what it will give me? It will give me an empty dictionary without any values and anything. So if you have to initialize it with some values, then you need to write it like this: name, and say it's Vikas. And then second key is age, and the value is 32. The key and value, this pair is separated by this symbol colon, right? So now I have initialized my dictionary dict1 with two keys, name and age. Let's see what happens when I print it. Okay, so Name and age both have been printed here. The dictionary contents have been printed here. Okay, apart from this, there is one more method to assign a new key value pair to a dictionary, right? Suppose I want to add one more thing in this dictionary, the address. So I can do this thing, dict1, and then I can add another key, address, and then I need to give it like this, address, say Noida. So this is the address which has been added now. So if I print it again, then you can see that the address was stored as a key value pair, address and Noida. This was stored as a key value pair. So this is the way you can add the key and values in your dictionary, right? So this is one way to assign the values. And the other thing I told you, like you can assign a list of values as well. So let's see how it can be done. Let's say dict1. Let's say we create a list of members, family members, list family. The name of the family members has been written here. Suresh, Ramesh, Vikas. All these are the family members, and the name of the family members I have stored inside a list, right? Now I want to assign this list family to my dictionary. Let's see what happens. Dict1, and I can give the key name as family members, and list family. Let's see. Let's print it. Dict1. Yes, you can see it here. The family members have been added. Suresh, Ramesh, Vikash. And since we have used list, so at some point of time, if we have to modify the names, then you can modify it because it's a list. But usually when we are talking about a list, talking about the names of family members, they rarely they change, right? So if the name is Suresh, then throughout the life, there are chances that throughout the life this name will not change, right? So better to use um, tuples here, because in case of tuples you cannot modify any value, right? So let's see, dict1, if I can do that or not. Dict1, and let's see, another key is family, and the values I store would be 1, 2. This cannot be obviously the names of family members, but just for the sake of example, I'm adding them. So let's again print them, dict1, and you can see family 1, 2. Same thing can be done with the sets. You can store the values as a set as well, like dict1 set values, and here I want to give it like 1, 2, 3, 4, and now try to print it. Okay, so you can see that the dictionaries, which are just like the maps in other languages, the dictionary in Python is much more flexible to you, in a sense that you can store any type of values, any list of values, set of tuples as well, but this kind of feature is not available with all the other languages, and that's why this language Python has got an edge in the market, right? And it's best suited for the machine learning and IoT kind of applications, right? So I hope you understood how these are stored. Let's do one more thing, like how to iterate all these values, how we can iterate these things. Suppose someone says that find out some value where the where the key value is address in this dictionary. So let's see how we can do this. DICT and 1 and ADDRESS, then you will find the address. And please note that the key names are uh, unique, and these are case sensitive, right? You cannot like write like this, ADDRESS. You cannot write like this. If you will write this, then you will get an exception key error, right? So you can handle that exception. I have already told that how you can write a piece of code where you are handling a particular kind of exception, right? So the keys are case sensitive, and if a key is not found in a dictionary, then it will throw a key error exception. Okay, and what happens when you again add a new key with the same name address? If you write like Delhi, then what will happen? It will not stop you. Now if I print dict1, then it will just show me the address as Delhi. So it means that if you have one key which is a unique key, and you provide the same key again while storing some value in dictionary, or you can say while storing some key value pair in this dictionary, then in that case that key will not be then in that case there will be no exception. It's just like the value associated with that key will be updated, right? So that's the rule. And if a key is not there, then it will be added. But in case of finding a key, if the key is not there, you will get an exception. So this is how it works. Let's see how in a for loop we can iterate each of these values. So let's see, for iter in dict1, right? So iter, what does iter will contain? What it will contain? If I iterate a dictionary, then what we are storing in iter? We are storing the keys in iter. Let's see as a proof. So we are just printing iter. Then you can see that all the keys which I have added in this dictionary dict1, they will be printed. Okay, so name, age, address, family members, family, and set values. These were the keys, and all these have become visible to you. Okay, so when I say for iter in dict1, then iter will contain, it will be iterating through the keys of the dictionary, not the values. Then how to print the values? Just a simple change. For iter in dict1 and print dict1 and iter. I hope you got the point, right? So it's because 32 Delhi and the values inside a list, then the values inside the tuple, and then the values inside the set. So this is how we can iterate the values, right? So these are all the things associated with the maps. Sorry, not the maps. With the dictionaries, these are the things you should know about the dictionaries, and nothing else in this to discuss about. You can see the functions which are provided for, which have been provided for the dictionary as clear, copy, from keys, get, items, keys. So these things you can easily understand, and you can refer it through the Google or anywhere. But I don't want to spend any more time on this one, because the list is endless when you talk about how to use this, how to use that. There are a number of functions associated with that. It's just like my purpose is just like to show you the basic concept related to the topics, and if needed I will cover them all again as a practice. um, but not in every video. I'm not going to tell you about each of the functions, because these functions are self-explanatory and very easy to understand. So if I do dict.clear, dict1.clear, then if I print dict1 again, you can see that it has become empty. So the clear function itself tells that it will clear the contents of the dictionary, right? So you can try it yourself. You can try to create your own program, and you can try to create one address book or anything you want to do. And you can let me know if you want something else to be covered in this, but I don't think that anything else is there to cover in dictionaries, and it's not that tough topic. So I would like you guys to practice it yourself, and in the next video I will try to bring some of the problems which we should fix using dictionaries or the tuples or any data structures which we have studied till now. So till then you can just try it yourself. I will bring you some new videos related to the programming concepts related to the Python. and some of the exercises we will do in future. So till then, I would like to request that please like my videos, please share it, and please subscribe my channel. And if you think that the videos are worth, then you can just push the notification bell as well, so that you can get the notification whenever I put some new video. Okay, so we'll meet soon. Till then, bye bye and have a good day.